Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Rebels going against the Sluggers. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now, getting the nod in this one, Slade Ciccone. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Ready to go now. And now the shortstop, Evan McCarthy. And that's in the dirt. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Swung on, belted. That's back. And that one is out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. His 9th homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Now here is Charles Woodson.
No, that's it.
And that misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 2-2.
Well, interesting strategy there. He must have seen something after that first pitch. Didn't attempt to bunt, but here on the second one he does.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
One out, bases empty. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 3. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. That's out number 2. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
Next offering upstairs. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. That one ripped left field. Out of here. His 16th homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 2-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's the left fielder, Chris Gentry. Rips one to right. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
So digging in, Rick Rollins. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they add a couple more. It's 4-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Base is empty with 2 away. Anthony Mulrine will hit next. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
He was all over that one. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Next is the speedy first baseman. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Sends it to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. On to the bottom of the first. The Rebels with the lead 4-0. Back here with my pal Singy on the hill and coming off a great start, Samuel Aldegari.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
That's outside.
Nope, that's outside.
And the count 2-1.
He's already pitching with a 4-0 lead, so we should see him be aggressive, fill up the strike zone, don't issue free passes.
And he grounds one back up the middle. The throw to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. And let's take a look at the lineup. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Chase DeLauder.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
The next offering misses. Now 3-1.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Slapped foul. Three-two on the way. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Here's the rookie third baseman. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground to short. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. And now Cunningham. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And that's outside.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the shortstop, Evan McCarthy. Off the plate, 2-2.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Out towards left center. Collins should have this one. And there's two away. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. So up next, Charles Woodson.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Tosses to first, third out, and that ends the frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jalen Rodriguez. Kicks and deals.
2-2.
That one 95 to finish him off.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now the left fielder, Swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Palmer makes the grab. 2 down.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Shaw Cowboy.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the veteran second baseman, Sean Cowboy. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And that extends the inning.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now the center fielder. Next offering is in for a strike. That one the other way, and it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. De Jesus makes the play. That is the inning. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
1-2.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside. And as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
And now the DH, Paul James. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
1 and 2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Swing and a miss, and now 2 and 2.
2-2.
On its way to the corner. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Rollins would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side in the 3rd. as we go to the last of the third. Now it's the rookie DH, Randy Chance. The 1-1. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Chase DeLauder. Inside, and it's 2-1. That one pushed to the left and foul. That one ripped right center field. Did one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And into second with one away. That's a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Stepping in, Nick Watt. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Man at second. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Storm now at the plate.
Number 54.
Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just
That's
missed.
a ball.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. On to the fourth. Here's the second baseman, Rick Rollins.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
And that's downstairs. And the count's even at 2. Movement in the bullpen. Dustin May getting loose out there. Sabrowski, a left-hander, also throwing. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Anthony Mulrine. The 3-1. That's a walk.
That's ball 4.
Went with the
Take
cutter
the
again, but couldn't find his zone.
Now batting, number 3.
Man at first with 1 gone. And here's the first baseman. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Slade Ciccone done for the night, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. Dustin May gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Two on, one out. Cunningham digs in now. 2 on, 1 out. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Line drive, caught. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And now the shortstop, Evan McCarthy. First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. And that one hammered. That's back. That one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 7-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
Charles Woodson getting ready to hit. Line to left, and it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second, and he's there with a double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. It's something to improve.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Nasim Nunez. The 1-1. Runner breaks for third. Strike in there. Throw to third. He's safe. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 7-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. Bottom 4. Here's the third baseman, number 53.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swings and misses. It's 2-2.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
Here's a 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jalen Rodriguez.
Jalen Rodriguez.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
That pitch in for a strike. Now 1-2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. His 13th home run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 7-1. Now it's the second baseman, Sean Cowboy. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-2's the count.
Two outs, base is empty. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Strikeout number 8. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. And the lead is stretched to 7-1. Back after this on the show. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the DH, Paul James. May fires. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one
That's
missed.
a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. So digging in, Chris Gentry.
Chris Gentry.
One down, base is empty. In the air, out towards right center. Collins under this one. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 9. Second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Rick Rollins. Outside.
No, that's out.
Ripped on a line to center. Collins hauls it in to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, number 12. The 1-1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And delivers
2-2.
Line drive. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter, Randy Chance. Inside, just missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. And that one's gone. So he goes yard to left. His second of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 7-2.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So the batting order turns over, and now the right fielder, Chase DeLauder. The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Gets it to first, and that's an out.
The catcher, number 28, Nick Watt.
And here's the catcher, Nick Watt. And that one misses up and in. Ball 2. Outside corner, got him looking. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 7-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Anthony Mulride.
Anthony Mulride.
That's to third, and that's just foul. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Now a screamer into the outfield. Churio makes the play, and there's one down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And now the first baseman. One down, base is empty. And that's a little bit high. 2-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Parker Mashinsky up and throwing. Next offering is in for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
And that skips in the dirt. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Runner, take your base.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Now the third baseman, Cunningham. Man at first, one away. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
The batter, the shortstop, Evan McCarthy.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Evan McCarthy. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Two on, one out. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Dustin May won't go any further tonight, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. They turn things over to the southpaw, Eric Sabrowski.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
Now the number 2 hitter, Charles Woodson. Right through there for a strike. Left field. Churio sizes this one up, and that is that. No runs, a hit, 2 left. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Rebels lead it 7-2. Well, we go bottom 6, and here's the first baseman, Storm. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Gilberto Lerma, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Number 14, also throwing. And a 1-2. And that's too high.
We got a full count.
Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. And next will be the cleanup hitter. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Next offering is down low.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. He didn't exactly connect with this one as he met it out front, but he still put a decent enough swing on it to get it into the outfield. You know, and if you finish the swing and just extend your follow through, you're going to run into knocks just like that.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Samuel Aldegari gives way, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now, Jack Dashwood.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
One down, runner at third. Rodriguez will hit next. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Hits for average
One ball,
power.
2 strikes.
The ability to field the arm and then the speed. Really impressive. The shortstop
2-2.
takes the ball. And they'll do it again. One away with a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside
Ball
low.
count.
And that's ball 3. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Number 0.
Two outs with a runner at third. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here is Nasim Nunez.
Nunez.
And it is
Ball
2-1.
Well, these guys, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
2-2 now. Headed down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Swings and misses, and one gone.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Lifted in the air, right field. 2 away. And the batter now, Chris Gentry. In the air, fairly deep to right field. DeLauder settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The second baseman, Shaw Cowboy.
Pitch misses
That's the ball.
there. 2-1.
Well, these players, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it out of here. Home run number 10 on the year, and they close the gap. It's 7-3.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
And now the center fielder in there at the knees. Going to count 1-2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And the next pitch is way outside.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
That's towards center. Nunez has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Randy Chance, the next to hit. So now 1-2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Slings to first in time.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Chase DeLauder digs in now. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Not close with that one. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game, but not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 7-3. We go to the 8th, leading off Rick Rollins.
Rick Rollins.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And saved. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Man at first, and now Anthony Mulrine. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that just misses.
Ball.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the runner holds.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
That's off the mark. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Rebels out front, 7-3.
Now pitching.
Gilberto Lerma on to pitch out of the pen here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the catcher to hit, Nick Watt. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1-2.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
To the right side. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, number 53.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering misses down and away. And that one is inside. Jalen Rodriguez to bat next. In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. And now the shortstop, Jalen Rodriguez. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Coming home. The relay to the plate. He'll score. It's 7-4.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Here's the left fielder. On the ground to third, Palmer. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 7-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Parker Mashinsky.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Now the third baseman, Cunningham.
The third baseman, number 8.
Here's a 1-1. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and he reaches safely.
batting.
So back to the top of the order. Now it's the shortstop, Evan McCarthy.
Runner.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That one hit to right. Hauls it in for the out. One down.
The right fielder, number 10, Charles Woodson.
Charles Woodson getting ready to hit. Step off, throw to first.
Hey,
and he
he's in
just
there.
got his hand in there. Cunningham over at first with one away. Runner takes off. In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's 8-4.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
One out, runner at second. Nasim Nunez will hit next. And a foul ball. Man at second. And that one is lifted in the air. DeLauder sizing this one up, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And here is Paul James. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
2-1 now.
3-1.
In the dirt. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. A sliding stop. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 8-4. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now it's the second baseman, Sean Cowboy. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Outside low. 2-1.
2-1.
Out to short. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
So they're down to their final out. And next is the designated hitter, Randy Chance. Next pitch downstairs. And it's 2-1. Way high.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Chase DeLauder waits on deck. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Lerma is just 1 strike away. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
2 outs, runner at first. Now it's the right fielder, Chase DeLauder. Off the mark there. Now 2-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him, and that'll do it.
A win on the last day of the month. You close it out with the W, but you want to carry that momentum into the next game.
And our final here today, 8-4 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.